Hello everyone, this is Amy Rose 4568 here, and today I am going to be doing the next 3 videos of Fluttershy's new friend chapter readings, and then I'm going to be, right in this video, I'm going to be reading chapter 2 of Fluttershy's new friend. If you have not seen chapter 1, I will try and put a link down in the description below. Anyways, I hope that you guys are enjoying it so far. And I also am going to be, and by the end of all 4 videos, I will immediately start getting to work on the next episode of Sylvaise. So let's get started, shall we? Chapter 2. Fluttershy sat at the far end of the conference table and tapped on her folder. Golden Dust walked into the conference room and sat down. Fluttershy thought calmly. So, Golden Dust, would you like to start? Why did you move here? Fluttershy looked at Golden Dust with hope in her eyes. Golden Dust quickly looked away and shrugged. Fluttershy's skin tingled. She tried using her puppy eyes to get Golden Dust to say a reason. She didn't enjoy having to beg to get information, but she had to get to know this girl so she would trust Fluttershy. Golden Dust refused to look at Fluttershy in the eye and muttered, I moved here 'cause I did. Fluttershy facepalmed. This girl is going to be more difficult than Fluttershy thought. Golden Dust made a sad face. She sighed and spoke. I'm not going to say much because I'm afraid. Golden Dust held back her tears the best she could, but the dams in her eyes threatened to explode despite her efforts. Fluttershy suddenly felt bad. She didn't want to make this girl break like a vase being hit by a baseball bat. She sighed and stood. She walked over slowly and sat down closer to Golden Dust. She needed to be careful and cautious. Fluttershy made a stern face and held Golden Dust's face to look Fluttershy in the eye. I don't know what you're afraid of, but you need to tell me what it is. I want to help you, but I can't do that if you don't tell me what's wrong. Now, what's making you afraid? Fluttershy tried to seem stern, but kind and helpful to ease Golden Dust's tearful eyes. Golden Dust pulled her head away, but she calmed down a bit. Golden Dust remained silent. She didn't expect Fluttershy to understand. She didn't expect anyone to understand the fear she had. Suddenly, a knock broke the unbearable silence that coated the room. A woman from the school staff walked in without waiting for a response. She looked at the two for a tiny moment, then spoke. I don't mean to bother with peer counseling, but we need this room for a meeting. Fluttershy was just about to ask for another meeting room when Golden Dust cut her short. It's fine. We were just finishing up. Golden Dust forced a smile and then began gathering her belongings. The woman nodded and closed the door. Fluttershy realized that this girl was going to take some serious time to get to her core. She'll have to be patient with this girl. She too gathered her belongings and went to her next class. The bell rang and Fluttershy turned her papers in and walked outside. She waited for Pinkie Pie to meet up with her so she could study at Fluttershy's house along with Rarity. The other 2 girls stepped outside and the 3 girls hugged. While walking to Fluttershy's house, Pinkie and Rarity rambled on about different things. Fluttershy did her girlfriend nod and pretended to act like she was listening, but she was instead thinking of ways to try and help Golden Dust. Pinkie poked Fluttershy and she came back to reality. Fluttershy? What's with you? You haven't listened to a word we've said, Pinkie said with a fake pout. Fluttershy sighed and looked down at her feet. I'm sorry, I'm just a little stressed out. This Golden Dust girl is really difficult. She doesn't want to talk about herself other than the fact that she's afraid. But I don't know what she's afraid of. She just doesn't want to say. Fluttershy felt rather frustrated. This girl was stubborn. Pinkie and Rarity just looked at each other with concern, and Rarity spoke. Darling, she may be stubborn, but remember, you were stubborn when I first met you. You didn't want to talk very much until I gained your trust. This girl is no different. When she says she's afraid, think of what you were afraid of when we first met you. Only then only then you'll be able to help her face that fear and overcome it. Fluttershy thought back. What was it she was afraid of when she first met the others? And then it hit her. So that is chapter 2 of Fluttershy's New Friend, and I hope that you guys are enjoying the story so far. And I will be leaving a link down in the description for the first chapter and the story, the first chapter video and the story itself, so you guys can keep up with the story. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will be seeing you all very soon.